Vale Totems is a brand new fletching minigame that arrived with Varlamore Part 3. This is a great training method for mains and irons alike because the XP rates are really good. Especially irons will love this as you can make use of your strung and unstrung bows in this activity. All you need is level 20 fletching, and you also need access to Varlamore, which is locked behind Children of the Sun. If you have completed Twilight's Promise, you can take the Quetzal Bird to Auburnvale to get here. Alternatively, you can also use Fairy Ring code AIS. During this minigame, you'll be running around the valley and stopping at 8 designated spots to place down totems. Each totem requires 1 log and 4 fletched items. This can be anything, short bows, long bows, strung or unstrung, but it has to match the log type. There are 2 banks along the way, so you can constantly resupply yourself. Ents will then visit our totems and give us offerings, which we can collect to get our rewards. Before you can start, you will have to complete a small mini quest with this NPC. It basically just goes over how to place a totem, which goes like this. You first click on the spot to place a totem, then you carve it based on the 3 spirits that are roaming near the totem, and finally you add 4 fletched items to decorate it. You will need a knife and a full inventory of logs, or if you have banked bows, you can bring 5 logs and 20 fletched items, but this will result in lower XP rates. You can also bring a log basket, which allows you to skip one of the banks along the way. We'll start at the northern bank in Auburnvale and then make our way clockwise through the totems. To save time, you can fletch your bows while you run in between the totem sites. When you get to the first one, just click to build and then carve based on the 3 nearby spirits. I'm using the RuneLight plugin that highlights the spirits for me. If you want this, you can install it from the plugin hub. Afterwards, we can take the 45 agility shortcut to get to the next totem. If you don't have 45 agility, you will have to take the bridge to go around instead. Don't forget to always fletch in between totems so you never arrive at a site and don't have your decorations ready. Every time you build a totem, you are going to get a 15% energy boost. For many players, this will be enough to continuously run around the minigame without wearing graceful. But this is of course dependent on your agility level. If you have a low agility level and you find yourself running out of energy, there is another mechanic set in place for you. In between totems, there are these scenic sites that Ents will pause at. If you look at the exact same thing they look at, you will get a 20% energy boost for doing so. So yeah, they built this minigame really well. It's rewarding to have a higher agility level, but it's totally possible to do it with 1 agility. Sometimes you will run into these flowers on the ground. These are Ent trails, and you can run through both of them to activate the trail, and then the Ent that left the trail behind will leave double offerings on the next totem they visit. And you are also going to get a 15% XP boost on your next totem build and carving actions. Between the 4th and 5th totems, you can take a 45 agility shortcut or use the nearby bridge. By the way, while you're fletching in between totems, make sure you always have enough logs left over to build your remaining totems. After building the 5th totem, we can access the 2nd bank to resupply. This shortcut requires level 25 agility, but you can also go around as well. If you have a log basket, you can skip the bank and go straight to the next totem. Now you just have 3 more totems before we've made a full loop and we're back at the start. As you can see, I'm using magic longbows because you can get better XP rates from them than when you use redwood logs. This is because of the decoration mechanic. With redwoods, you are forced to fletch hiking staffs, which only give you 10 XP per fletch. Compare that to the 91 XP you can get from magic longbows. And once you have the bowstring spool, you'll be able to fletch full bows in between totems, netting you 183 XP per fletch. I've reached the final totem, which means we're back at the start, so now we can bank and repeat the cycle. Alright, let's cover the rewards. You can rummage through the offerings to get loot out of them as well as research points, and you also have a chance to get uniques such as the Fletching Knife and Bowstring Spool. And if you aren't lucky, you can buy them from the reward shop with your research points as well. The Fletching Knife reduces your fletching actions by a single tick, increasing your XP per hour. You can use this inside the minigame, during conventional fletching, and even at Wintertodt. The next item is the Bowstring Spool, which can hold bowstrings for you. This makes it possible to string 27 bows per inventory during conventional training, and it also makes it possible to string bows while you're running in between totems. Once you have the Fletching Knife and Bowstring Spool, cutting and stringing in between totems will give you the most efficient fletching experience, especially for Ironman. Doing this with magic longbows results in up to 420 kxp per hour. The base spool can hold up to 250 bowstrings, but this capacity can be increased by adding more spools to it, with a max cap of 100,000. Irons also have a new way to get bowstrings thanks to bales of flax, which you get from rummaging the offerings. Each bale contains 25 flax, and when you use it at a spinning wheel with a bowstring spool in your inventory, you never have to bank as they go straight into your spool. Another useful Ironman reward is ant branches, which can be used to fletch atlatl darts. Anyway, that's it for this guide. Let me know what you think of this update, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.